tonight?
Hello, thank you. Hi, Eileen. Hi, everybody. How are you all? Lovely to be back, and lovely to be a new month, October. Yeah, so much is happening, and for you too. Yeah.
Yeah, so much has been happening in our little world. It's
Mm.
new location is always fun. I'm actually going to shift my desk around so that I can face the door
Uh-huh.
because
Right.
we
It's all about
literally.
location, location.
I don't. A few times when we were packing up the old house, my husband would end up right next to me, and I had no idea he was there because I didn't hear
Ah.
him arrive. I'm
Oh.
like, oh my god! And he'd be like, "What's wrong? I'm not a monster or anything." No, I just didn't know you were there because I didn't hear you because I'm
Well, I
deaf.
mean, that can be a blessing sometimes when you can't hear him.
A little bit. I
Can
never
be.
knew it though.
Can be good. Can be good.
Yes. All right.
Mm.
Hello to the people watching. I can see 3 people watching, but I have no
Yeah.
comments yet. No comments yet. Oh, there we go. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, Leslie. Yes, hello.
Oh, already. All right. So
Oh, you're
tonight.
selling your. She's also selling her house soon. Wow. Yeah. Will you? That's the question. Leslie, I don't think I can. I can try and do a quick one before others, but I'm not really doing individual ones. Let me have a quick look for you. We are both well, thank you, Carl. Oh, Elise,
Hey,
that's probably
Elise.
Elise.
Hey,
Elise,
Pam.
how are you? When are your twins due? I meant to say, as a matter of fact, I have a friend called Elise, and she was pregnant that same time last month. That when I said, "Oh, Carl," but then you said, "Eileen, it's Elise, and she's
It's
pregnant with
Elise. Yeah.
twins." When are they coming? Because
Oh,
my
this
friend
is.
Elise just had her baby this week.
Oh, wow. How
A
exciting.
lovely girl, yes. I mean, they knew it was going to be a girl, and they already gave a beautiful name for her.
Just
30,
on the
going to be
31st.
induced. I've been induced for my first one. He just refused to come out.
I was induced for my first one.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't come out.
It took a
So
while. So that's enough. It took a while after that, that's for sure. Very big. Mine was nearly 4.5 kilos.
Oh, right. Ethan was 4.45 kilos.
Well, there
My
you go.
second.
And the
I
second
was
one
just
was 4
3.8.
kilos, even a bit earlier, taken a bit earlier.
Wow.
Yeah, but in the end,
More tiny.
unfortunately, both of them were helped by cesarean, so they just couldn't
Yeah.
come out. Well,
Yeah.
at least will be next month. Then, when I come on in November, we will hear about your news. Lots
Yes.
of news. Hi, everybody. Hi. Um, there's good news, mainly good news, I would say, cosmically. Look, it's what is it? October. When you look at the calendar, it's a number 10. So you can think of that as beginnings, new ideas, and the zero magnifies that. But it's also something else. Um, Numerologically, we calculate it differently. Numerologically, October is not the 10th month, numerologically. It is number 1 for the 10, and then you add it to 2021. 2021 comes to 5. So 1 for October, 5 for 2021 makes 6. So this is a very, very nurturing month. Nurture yourself, nurture others. It's a very, very motherly, if you like. Nurturing comes with mother. And and uh, and that's a wonderful thing, actually, because we should be nurturing ourselves all the time, of course, and other people around us. But it's kind of like helped a lot by the fact that this is a numerological number 6 month. It's a huge month. Cosmically, those big planets that have been retrograde, they're coming back direct. They're all coming in. Saturn has, and Mercury not yet until the beginning of November. Sorry, yes, beginning of November, Mercury goes direct. But the best one is Jupiter. Oh, I'm excited. This weekend, Jupiter comes back direct. Sunday, Monday, that's fabulous. And that means it's lined up with the full moon next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday, Thursday. The full moon in Aries. Woohoo! That's go, go, go energy. Even though it's a full moon, it's still go energy. There's only one planet there's not quite behaving itself, that's Pluto. But the thing is, because Jupiter is direct, he's going to calm Pluto down, not to cause too much havoc. But there is
Nice.
a lot going on, and we're all in incredible changes around us all the time, situations. So sometimes I kind of ask you at the beginning, everybody, how are you? Where are you? How are you feeling? Um, I would like you all to answer fantastic, good, because we make the feeling ourselves. We do, we do, we do. Doesn't matter what happens around us. We generate the feeling and the emotion. I know it's very complex. It's not always easy to be happy and what have you. But the thing is, we have to be more and more conscious. That's the word. Be more aware. Where are your thoughts taking you? Because remember, I told you before so many times, you are awesome. Yes, Raylene.
You're awesome
I'm
too,
awesome
Bailey.
too. Thank you. I want to help everybody to be awesome and happy no matter what is going in your life. Because so many things happen with our health, with our family, with our friends, with ourselves. It's a very complex thing. And it doesn't mean you have to keep healing and healing and healing all the time. Good for you, Nat. Finished your uni assignment. Wow, that's fantastic. You see, we can just zoom on something very small. And when you think about it, wow, that's fantastic. You look at something, you have little tools to distract yourself. When you get that little feeling, obviously it can come from something you heard, TV, radio, or whatever, but this, it's not all bad news. Um, not at all. So it's about how you see it, how you feel it, and how you make it go. Being in flow. I did a post today on my Terenia Tabor Facebook, which everybody is welcome to be a friend on. Absolutely, not just for quantum healing energies. We tend to look at our separate ones, Leon or I, separate ones, and then we might go with it over to quantum healing energies, because that is the best way to share, to be honest. When I put something onto Quantum Healing Energies Facebook page, I can't actually share back to my page, to my Facebook. It doesn't allow you, but no, it doesn't. If maybe to a group
I
or
do it all
something.
the time.
No, from your page. No, I mean your
Mm.
page. When I'm on my Facebook, right, I can go to page, group, here, there, all over the place. Doesn't seem to allow me to do it as much from the actual page itself. It's a bit more limited from the page to go over. Anyway, something there. Something there technically might be just me, but I don't see that any instruction to come up. I can't share it back over. I can share it to other groups, yes, but not necessarily to someone private, to a private Facebook or something. Not to me, I can't go back. It doesn't matter. The main thing is to get it out there as much as possible. And I just put a lovely post on Terenia Tabor on my Facebook there, which is for private and sharing with everything. It's my whole life. So it's what you my work, my private, my everything. Yeah. And in the beautiful Blue Mountains this week, it's like it wanted to remind us that it is definitely, life is magical and mystical, because it's magical and mystical, because this fog and these clouds. And when I woke up this morning, the mountains were nestled in it,
Beautiful.
virtually nestled. You have the mountains above the clouds and the fog, and above the clouds. It just blows your mind away, Mother Nature. so I can enjoy that. So I went out today, this afternoon. So bits of the three sisters were okay. The this part, that part, and I see our life like that. You know, if we are in flow, it means that you can appreciate things so much in the now, rather than you wish and you wait for it. If you wish and you wait for it, you miss so much. You miss a lot. And that's why they talk about being in the now. You know, Eckhart Tolle says, in the now is important. The now is now, yeah, because we are not our mind. You know, our mind plays tricks. It brings up this emotion. It happens in a very quick split second in your brain, all on your past memories, if you're not aware of it, you know, and patterns, you know, our thought patterns, our behavior patterns. Oh my goodness. We just put it so much on ourselves. So I would like everybody to be so kind to themselves first. Listen to the wisdom of my owl. Listen to the wisdom. His eyes are tiger eye. This is lapis wings, petrified wood tummy, and he's on a beautiful kyanite, beautiful blue kyanite. This was made and put into bronze, especially molded, that I put together. I bought the pieces, and this wonderful lady up here in the mountains made it. She's 92, so she's doing well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's 93 actually. No, sorry, yes, she just turned 93, so not 92 anymore. Amazing that she makes these beautiful jewelry pieces. So you know what, something, believe it, a lot to do with our finances and our organizing ourselves. There's always a way out. You know, always being a believer that there's always a solution. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people agree with me. Always
Absolutely.
a solution to anything. So don't stress about things. You know, you might have a little worry, sure, but give it to the angels. They really want to help you. The ascended masters, wow, they want to help as well. Something too very much came forward last week. So I was out in the forest and I came across a gorgeous echidna. I love the echidna. We don't see him very often. He's our resident echidna here. The bowerbird's still around there. He came back and he rebuilt his nest. It had been flattened, but he rebuilt it. And he's still there with these blue things all around him. It's a fascinating thing, isn't it? All this blue stuff. But the echidna, he's very special. He's not as small as you think. And on the walkway from Echo Point down to the down further, there are some metal sculptures, and there is a sculpture of an echidna, but he's smaller than the actual echidna. He's not that small, really. But you know what's very special about the echidna? And I've got him here as one of my transference cards. There we go. Beautiful echidna. He actually represents compassion. I love that. He represents compassion. And Spirit was telling me, we just got to talk about compassion. It might be something that we have within us. We see it in other people. What is it all about, really? Of course, it goes together with unconditional love as well. And that takes us into a higher frequency. Oh, so much higher. You know, and as I said last time, our heart has 3 chambers, and it goes from love, unconditional love, and compassion are these chambers, you know, so it expands out in the heart. But before I talk about the gorgeous echidna, he's gorgeous. And of course, this particular picture shows the Aboriginal concept as an Australian animal, a very ancient animal, by the way, just like I told you guys that the lyrebird, very ancient, the most ancient, I mean, goodness me, a fossil to be 50 million years ago. And he's been around, the echidna's been around for 20 million. How about that?
Yeah.
Very ancient. He's been on Earth longer than humans. And what is interesting, he has a unique, well-developed brain. But that's what a lot of people don't realize. So there's something very special about him, yeah? Yes, he has quills on him. And that's not about being aggressive. His quills are for self-protection, for self-defense. He has a very long lifespan. So to see him, all his messages that he gives is about protecting yourself, especially now at this time. We've got a lot of power plays going on. And he's about telling you to have compassion, but also to protect yourself, and to have a defense mechanism, if you like, not get pulled into the power play, because that's what people do. People with their energy, it can throw you. You can feel, is that person right? Is there something that I'm missing here? You can self-doubt yourself when something like that happens. So it's about your emotional body. He so much relates to the emotional body. And I love it that he represents compassion. Beautiful. Wants you to trust yourself more. Yeah. And let go of past hurts. Now, this is a lot of things that we do at full moon. But by seeing the echidna last week in new moon energy, and it was in the balanced energies of Libra, the new moon. So it was like, get your balance, let go of past. We just hang on to so much. We really do. Our poor emotional body. It's a bit heavy to carry around sometimes.
So is.
We put so much on it, and it's we got to be. This is the compassion too for ourselves. I mean, look, I'm so guilty for years to take myself too seriously, and I'm still learning to lighten up in certain situations. Sure, I'm a water sign. I'm a Piscean, but not everything is Pisces about me. I have Leo. I have well, of course, Jupiter is part for me too, but I've got a Leo energy, and I've got this very earthy energy. So, you can have a balance in other ways. It doesn't have to be all water, water, water. Oh my gosh, my emotions. No, it gives me sensitivity. It is enabled me to get into my psychic abilities, which everyone, of course, can develop. Sensitivities, So I really love, so he heals the heart. The echidna heals the heart, because when you see him, well, could be a her, I'm not sure. When you see the beautiful animal like that, you go, oh, wow. And he wobbles along. Because he was a bit further, it was like away from the path, up higher on the banks. In the forest, he was quite comfortable. I mean, I'm close enough to see him, but he didn't roll in a ball or anything. He just wobbled off, which is a lovely thought too. If you come quite close, he does go up into a ball to protect himself. Now, the other good thing too is echidna can be teaching you this energy of how to detach yourself. Now, we need a lot of detachment at the moment, guys, don't we? You have to detach yourself from emotions, from other people, and even from yourself. You feel something, just step back a bit from it. And when you're conscious about it, you give yourself a pat that you managed to do it. It's like, oh, I'm not going to get caught up in that. I'm not going to allow that to will get into your emotional body. Of course, that's where all sorts of things happen, don't they? With our health and all sorts of things. So that's the important thing about that. It allows you to see things more clearly. That's another thing too, so that you actually, your internal emotions, you're more aware of them. Yeah, that's great too. Your willpower, yeah. So you can actually remove yourself from a power play, from a conflict. I guess sometimes you can even avoid it if you have a feeling it's going to happen somewhere. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't put yourself through that. Especially you're feeling a little bit more vulnerable, and we have different times of the different days, different weeks.
Yeah, for
You need
sure.
to be, you need to have a little bit more time to yourself. You don't feel guilty about that. Do it. Do it. Time out. Time out. Go for a walk by yourself. Not always have to be with someone else. I think that's a amazing thing when you go out and you just listen to what's around you. Oh, it's magic. It really is. It doesn't matter where it is, park, whatever. Um, Now, the other thing too is, of course, some of us are more sensitive than others. And when someone says to me, you're too sensitive, you're too sensitive.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Sensitivity has got so many pluses. It
Yeah.
really does. Um, I don't think I guess that's in under the umbrella what I said. I was guilty of taking things too personally, got to cut yourself some flack sometimes, laugh more, see, and also realize that when people say something, they're not saying it to insult you
Yeah.
or for you to feel that way. A lot of people do it, say it, not realizing that you're going to react in that way. And that's why healing comes from, conscious effort. Realize it, be aware of it, conscious effort. And off I go, and I wobble away like the echidna.
Yes.
Not worried anymore. I don't have to roll in a ball. I'm confident, showing my confidence. And I love that he represents compassion so much. Do you know, in the world of numerology, I thought it was very interesting to look at the word compassion itself, right? And I looked at its numbers. And you just look at compassion,
Yeah.
because com actually means with, together. It's a prefix, yeah, when you talk about
Yeah.
English grammar. And then you've got passion. Don't you love that?
Yes.
With passion. That's something amazing. With something that you really feel strongly, and you do something about it as well. You can have what they say sympathy or empathy, but it's the compassion where you actually want to sort of do something about the people who are suffering, whatever you like to call it, who are not in their power, that you want to help. So I had a look at the numbers, and I had a look at the numbers numerologically. Just let me know, guys. Have any of you looked at numbers for your names? Have you looked at that? And did you want a little formula to do it? So maybe I can just write this out quickly. All right, in the back. So basically, you write numbers 1 to 9. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, under all of those numbers, you go through the alphabet. So under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That will get you to number 9. Then you go back to underneath the column of number 1, and you go J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Will take you to 9. Then go back under the column of number 1, and you got S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And we're one less. So it finishes under the column of number 8. Okay. So what you can do is a lot of all the numerology reports that you can get. This is the way it's all calculated. It's not calculated from 1 to 26 letters of the alphabet, or for English anyway, because other languages have more than 26 even. We have 26. And so I looked at compassion, and I love the fact that I looked at and I looked at the passion to put it together. Now, the actual would you believe, it comes to 13, which is 4, but the 1 and 3 is just as important as reduced to 4. And passion comes to 30, which is 3. A 0 amplifies the 3, of course. So I get 4 for 3 for passion, 7. Very, very spiritual number 7. But when we look at 43 itself, it has a lot of great energy. So compassion is 43. And you can look it up later too, if you like. Great energy, it combines the sense of organization. Of course, 4 is about organizing, stability, security, determination, things like that. With the number 3, which is, of course, creative and happiness and prosperity, joy. And that's a wonderful thing to put this together. Positivity, passion, of course. 3 is actually passion. I thought that was really interesting within itself. 3 itself is passion, you see?
Yeah.
Love, and I love that. Creative, of course, it's creative. Mind, body, spirit, even. You've got 3 there, right? Yeah. Creativity is 3. Which is a beautiful thing. Then I looked at 13. I looked at them separately. So there's like 3 everywhere. There's 3 in the there's 3 in the passion, and then there's 3 containing altogether in the compassion.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very, very special to look at it like that. And our own names and things can be put together with that. So let us know if you've ever looked at your names and things, like they look at the vowels and the consonants, what they come to, and they have special meanings. It's very fascinating with all of these. And anytime you get a 0 with something, it magnifies. It has endless possibilities. Of course, it starts from 0. It magnifies whatever it's next to. So if passion is 30, then the 0 is magnifying the 3. Of course, it comes all together. That's a wonderful thing that you can have with that. So I thought that was very interesting. It's got everything in it, your caring, empathy, compassion has it all together. So it really is an expansion of the heart. And I'd just like to say that whatever in the next week or so, or next month, just like every day, what do you think you could show compassion for? I mean, we have so much going on around us, as we know, around us at the moment. There's a lot of people needing compassion. And I know there's been a lot of frustration. There is a lot of frustration with certain decisions made. I try to step back from that. I try to be in flow. I am trusting the plan for what's going on. I'm trusting to be in the flow. I'm doing what I can to keep myself in equilibrium, because you can easily get thrown off the scales, can't you? Well, October, of course, is a very Libran month. The new moon was in Libra, as I said. That's the balance of the yin and yang. Your divine masculine and divine feminine, how you handle situations to make you balance with your beautiful emotions and things like that. If anyone wants to ask any little question through there, not as a reading, but if there's some, you're most welcome to, of course. Good to see so many people that are feeling good, zooming in on something they've done, achieved. That's a lovely thing too. Yeah. And there you go. Look at you, Eileen. You have moved. That's a huge achievement.
I have moved.
That's very
Oh
special.
my God, leading up to that move was huge.
Yeah, well, moving is a big thing. Moving is a big thing. And,
Yeah.
when you think about it, that puts you in that kind of light of nurturing for you, your husband, your
Yes.
children, the family. It's actually a amazing time to do that. Bring forward that nurturing energy. Hmm. The divine mother, the mother, the nurturer. In tarot, let me actually I hadn't got it prepared quite yet, but I will very quickly. In tarot, there here it is. It's nice and ready. In tarot, the beautiful card for Libra for October is actually the beautiful Empress. Look at that. The beautiful Empress is about nurturing, fertility. Even though it says number 3, don't worry about the number 3. But it is one of the cards for Libra. It is one of the cards for Libra. The other one is Justice. So that's where the scales are
Yeah.
there. So this is
Yes.
the divine feminine as well, of course, when she shows up. Beautiful card. Sorry, I'm just going to get my energy there. Beautiful nature. And over here we are in springtime too in
Yeah.
Australia, which is gorgeous. She's surrounded by so much. So I want everyone to feel, how you can have this energy onto yourself. Now, I'm going to come back to that later. I had something that really came to me too was when Spirit was talking to me about compassion. What was some's coming to me? There is a beautiful goddess.
Uh-oh. Are you coming back? Oh, your signal's dropped way down. Hopefully it comes back. Come back. Yeah. Oh, she jumped out. And she jumped back in. Hang on a second.
We're back again.
Yeah, swap
Now
sides.
I'm on the other side. I like that.
Magic.
It's usually why Thank you. That was so fast. That's wonderful. The beautiful goddess of compassion. I'm wondering if anybody knows who that is. Before I sort of mention her name in particular, um, I had a beautiful wax painting reading. And I've always felt, which is quite interesting, that I want to do a little bit learning a little bit more about that. It's not as difficult as it looks. It's very special, and you use your intuition, but real sort of shapes are formed on. It's not just swirls of colors and things. There are some swirls, but you bring up a lot of energy from that. And I've always had that connection with Asia, to be honest. And there very clearly is, well, there's 2 Asian ascended masters on my reading, and always felt that connection. So and a male and a female, and the beautiful. Well, I've always had a connection to Lao Tzu, which is the male, yeah, and the female. She actually is the goddess of compassion. I've got a little one here. This is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin. And it's interesting that, it's been a few years that I have this beautiful Kuan Yin journal. Make sure I do it right. It's just stunning. Of course, the lotus is very, very prominent for Asia, but I want to go a little bit more into that. And she, and on top of everything, there are. Now, this is it's really, really interesting. Between Leon and I, we have so many gorgeous oracle cards and what have you. And so he had the Kuan Yin Oracle card, so I didn't go and bother buying them because he had them, which is gorgeous. So actually,
Awesome.
that's on the front of my journal, right? And on the back of all the cards is that one that you see on the front of the journal with the lotus. It's just beautiful. Everything about her I find very interesting. Because she was a bit of a rebel. I liked that. It's good to be a bit of a rebel because we are in times where you may have some beliefs and things that you want to share, and not many people support you. You're different. And we're finding that with a lot of us light workers, depending on where you are. Here we are in this beautiful environment here, but out there in the physical environment, even further, where you're living, you've moved to a new place, and it's interesting who supports, who's wary, who won't support. All kinds of people, right? And I actually I chose a particular card for us, okay? And that was very, very special. I'll choose another one later. First of all, I just wanted to show you some of them because this was the one, of course, from you saw on the front. Beautiful, called Tai Chi Rising. I'll just put it with that. That is an actual card. Yeah. And then this is the beautiful Nectar of the Lotus. Yeah, the actual cards are so stunning, which I won't be able to get. I had that last time, I remember.
Yeah, the glare.
Yeah, maybe if I do it not too close.
Oh, a little bit back is good.
Yeah, a little bit back is good. I can see that. This is called the Lotus Throne. And they've all got the numbers as well. I love that. That's so beautiful. Yeah, maybe go back to this one. Yeah, a little bit back is better. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this, the Turquoise Lotus Mother. Isn't that beautiful? That's just, I mean, the artwork is incredible with the beautiful lotus flower up there. This one is and she's holding a lotus. Not everyone has a lotus. This is Enter the Jade Temple. Now, I did a healing for a friend today, and this card came out for her. And what I like about it is that you are inside a jade temple. You do a very special healing inside the jade temple. There's just so many modalities and things that we can do. Love this. So we got drink from the emerald fountain. There's a beautiful, I'm going for the lotus, of course. I'm looking at the lotus. And I wanted to mention a little bit why it's so special, actually. There's the beautiful shining lotus. I'm not going to show you all of them, obviously. And they were just the dance of the butterfly queen. I love that. And her lotus is flying up there in the air. And I've got to the card that when I chose a card for us before, I can choose one for us while we're all here. It actually was the Tao. She's got a beautiful harp here. The Tao. Of course, it's spelled Tao, which is Taoism, but we pronounce it with the D, of course. And it's a very special energy about the Tao. And I really thought that I'd just like to share some of it with you because it's for us. It was very special and it made a lot of sense. So I was talking about that the Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. It's a bit like I said before, be in the moment. We've got to cut ourselves lots of slack. We are perfect in who we are, And so we're being guided to relax and allow life to flow. That's amazing. This was the big message that we are being given. And it's like you're being invited, we are being invited into an advanced spiritual classroom. I like that. Really
Yeah.
beautiful. Of the soul. It's just so beautifully put together. So it wants you to become open and receive, um, being directed by higher forces. Now, particularly what is happening to us on a daily basis, well, particularly since last year, right? We really step into that energy. We're bringing in the higher forces, the archangels, the angels, the ascended masters. I don't mean all of them at once. Sometimes it can be a couple of them, sometimes one, whatever resonates with you. Bring in the higher forces. They are definitely around us to help us. And because we got the Tao card for all of us, which is wonderful, it means they're here. We're individually, we're calling them in. That's wonderful. Um, so, which includes our own divine essence, of course, which we have, and with the source. So it's like it's becoming more flexible. You know, I lived in Asia for many, many years, um, and I was working with personal empowerment and things like that. And the bamboo is an incredible plant. And there's bamboo around here in Sydney too. I was living in a place that had bamboo. And the bamboo, they do scaffolding in Asia from bamboo. Why? Because it's so flexible. I was living in Hong Kong for a couple of years. The time I was there, 5 tornadoes hit Hong Kong in the time I was there. All
Yeah.
the scaffolding with bamboo fall down. But, they would just put it all back up again. It was just incredible how they do it. And women, they're climbing up on this bamboo and making up all the scaffolding. But what is very special about the bamboo is under the ground, before the bamboo grows, it gets this really incredibly strong foundation first. That's what it
Yeah.
does. And by the time it shoots, it has firmly gone into the ground. So that's why this really tall thing that grows up above, it doesn't snap, it doesn't break, it just bends. And this is what the beautiful Kuan Yin Oracle card is asking us to do, to
Yeah.
bend, to be flexible, no matter what's thrown at you. A tornado. Yeah, I've been in tornadoes.
Yeah.
Tornado, whatever comes at you, flow, flow with it. It's not going to be there
Yeah.
forever. It's a bit like a storm. Sunshine always comes out after the rain. Always does. It's there. You can't see it, but it's going to come. Believe. We have to believe. We have faith. That's what it's about. So it's our flexibility, can be part of what makes us powerful, without. And there are times when the Tao calls us, you see, to strongly to be flexible, which is now, and not to stop fighting. It's like the fight, swimming up against a current. It's asking us to be flexible, go with the flow with it. So I really thought that was very prophetic that came out, and let go, relax, allow life to do what it must do, allow it to flow. It just seems like it's all fitting in, with everything that came up, with the echidna, and then with this, with compassion, and as it flows, when we embrace all of that, I just love it. It's very, very powerful. Um, I'm just going to do a little prayer. There's a lovely little prayer to the Tao that is here. You're welcome to repeat it in your mind, whatever you want to do. Guide me, restore me. I trust you completely. Your wisdom, love, and joy lights my path and the way, and it becomes easy for me. And there's a very special mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. And I think a lot of people have heard that. Om which is actually Aum, Mani, Padme, Hum. And guess what? It is Kuan Yin's actual personal mantra. So we've heard it before, but a lot of us, didn't realize it comes from her. It's an incredible energy. It's related to the lotus itself. Has a beautiful meaning. Means hail to the jewels of the lotus. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
awesome.
Isn't that gorgeous? And the lotus is about the other thing. I talked about the bamboo, but the actual lotus, what is special about that is it's representing our spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So the stem grows in the water. That's growth in our life experience. And then the flower blooms on top of the water. That's our awakening and enlightenment. Isn't that beautiful? It's
like it.
every chakra in our body. So it's like the awakening going up our kundalini as well. It's related to our third eye, the Om by itself, even just Om by itself relates to our third eye, which is incredible, and it's very, very powerful. I think we underestimate mantras, actually. We underestimate because a mantra enables you to focus into your inner self, right? And it's actually a special kind of a sound technology itself. That's interesting. Creates a healing vibration when you say a mantra, and it's fun, I think, to say it in another language, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aum, Mani, and sing, of course. We chant it out because I said we would do a little bit of chanting today. Padme Hum. So I wanted to do that a little bit. Everyone's heard of the word Shanti. Shanti is related here to peace, and where we can go Aum Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And what it does is, I'm getting chills, and as I'm saying it, it really, really works. The vibrations happen. Those sounds particularly make those kinds of vibrations. But you can make up your own mantras, guys. Does anyone want to share any of their mantras that they might have? Always in the present tense, of course, with I am, I love, I exist, I have. Anything in the present tense can make your mantra. They're usually short too. You don't make them long. You make them short. But you see, the Om itself is the most highest sacred symbol in Hinduism, and then it's crossed over from the roots of Hinduism into Buddhism. And that's where that vibration comes from it. And it's not just, it doesn't really matter, really, how you pronounce it. It's always about the intention. Well, that's what Kuan Yin said. You don't worry about whether you can pronounce it beautifully in their language. No, it's not about that.
Yeah.
When you say it, it's the intention, it gives the energy, and it helps so much. So I just want to do a little bit around that. And of course, the lotus is the symbol too, as I said before, but it's also about your mind, body, spirit too, with your speech, whatever we want to bring together as we do a mantra. It's very powerful to do a mantra. It's a tool for our mind, or we certainly need them at the moment. We need as many tools as possible for our mind, because it can play tricks with us, it can run away and get you all riled up or whatever without you kind of noticing what's happening. So that was a really incredible message there. So what I wanted to do now is do a little bit of the chanting of that one, going into some sounds. We can choose, of course, a card that's for everybody, even though that one came up before, because now we have the energy of you guys here. Let's just do a little bit of chanting first. You know, chanting silently is fine too. It gives an inner peace with you. You don't have to chant out loud. If you particularly want to work more on your throat chakra, then by all means, chant out loud or chant with your voice out. Doesn't have to be loud per se.
Yeah.
But if you chant quietly in your head, it still is engaging the mind and focusing in and makes a peace for itself, you know. Still has its benefits. So I'm just going to do a little bit of energy there. I'm just going to get my buffalo drum
Uh,
to do the little bit of chanting. Yeah. I'm just going to start off slowly. Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Aum 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 Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And we might go into some other sounds too coming up here. Let's bring it. I'm just going to put that in. Just going to do a little bit of, oops, where are we? Oh, sorry. Putting the, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Relax. Some deep breaths. See yourself near a beautiful flowing river so that you can feel you are in flow. the energy of our auras. Put it through. Let's imagine that we wipe it down, everybody. Cleanse our aura, which is a wonderful thing to do within itself. And you can do that with your hands, your energy. Lift it up. Lift up the energy. Anytime you want to. Quite amazing that it spreads out so far out from us. The other wonderful thing I wanted to share was that there is a very special feather that is associated, the attributes for Kuan Yin. Guess which one?
I don't know.
Not so easy. The peacock feather.
Oh, the peacock, of course.
Peacock feather is related to Kuan Yin. And last time I showed everybody my beautiful, which is wonderful for cleansing, because I have the lyrebird there, the most ancient bird. Well, not mentioning the ones, of course, that are extinct now, the black and white, of course, from our parrots. There is one peacock there that I put together, and that's that one there. And then I have the other beautiful peacock. I love the fact that this has very special energies of, I even was looking at that because the animal, the Transference Healing, has a beautiful peacock card, which is beautiful. And that came out. I love these. It gives you protection. It is good to have some peacock feathers in your home. It really is. There's something very special about it. It's about your confidence as well, right? Well, where we live in Australia, unless you go to a particular park, we don't see peacocks walking around. But if you were to see one, like when I was in Poland, in Warsaw, you do see the peacocks walking around in some very special parks. And it's a beautiful sight to see, that's for sure. It's a phenomenon itself, the fact that so many of these feathers open out on the male, of course. And each one is it's got a special energy about it. When I see them, I really do feel they have something amazing about them. I'll put them over there. There's 4 of them over there. And when I was just looking up, because the peacock came out as well, I was going to make sure that I've got that gorgeous energy there for the peacock. It does represent her. Of course, it is an ornamental bird from the pheasant family. That's why we think of related to, I guess, if you like, Asia. Kuan Yin is from that energy. She's from it's really interesting about her compassion is, and I mentioned before about being a little bit of a rebel. She got into trouble a lot in her life. It's because she would take risks. She would go against the grain because it was something strong, what she believed in, and that's for us to take that example. And the feathers have so much meaning, of course, not to mention how beautiful they are, but they're about joy, serenity, good luck, knowledge. And they relate to solar glory and beauty, royalty. The eyes, they're like all-seeing eyes. That's what they're kind of called on it. It can help us with when you mastering peacock magic is our clairvoyance, clairsentience, our spiritual gifts and talents as well, which is wonderful. You can also, to be a channeler, communicate with the beautiful spiritual forces, with spiritual energies. That's a lovely thing too. So you can develop your spiritual abilities more with this kind of energy for yourself. And in some Like in the Hindu mythology, they say that the feathers are angels. They're angels' feathers. The peacock has angels' feathers. That's a lovely thing too. Enables you to feel comfortable with the way you express yourself. Okay. And that within itself, I mean, you know, you came out and all of a sudden this big thing came out behind you, you'd have to be confident to carry it off, wouldn't you? Wow.
Exactly right.
Wow, confident. I think there was some advertisement at one stage they were doing that, like the guy all of a sudden he had a peacock, you know, tail or something. Yes, it can be related to vanity and what have you, but really it's about confidence, who you are, you know, and a display of those beautiful colors, seriously. Now, the peacock magic allows you to actually connect to the higher dimensions, because it's about cosmic unity. So talk about accessing the cosmic gateway and the doorway that you can encode the galactic aspects of your DNA. That's really fascinating within itself, and evolving as the body evolves and the consciousness. And then you can even access like languages of light and a universal knowledge from the cosmic realm. So there's so much available to us, and using these tools. Yes, and the peacock feather can be used in shamanic and Indian cleansing as well of the aura, you know, or you have a few of the feathers together like I have there. Beautiful energy with it. Okay, so how about that?
That was very informative. Thank you so much.
I hope it wasn't like me talking too much. How is everybody?
Is there such a thing? I don't think so.
I just thought that because let's have a little look tarot-wise. If there was any sort of special message that wanted to come out, let's say for, as I said, we're heading for the full moon next Wednesday. If something wanted to particularly come out for, as a collective, for who's here today. I'm picking up energy of so many listeners, participants. It's like different things resonated. And this is what my aim is. I mean, not everything that I say or will resonate.
That's right.
And it's not about if there's something new, that's great. If it's something you already know and then something was added to it, that's even great as well. But I got a feeling of certain people really making a promise to themselves. This is what I got, a message. People promising to be more in flow, to make up a little mantra. And I know some people, of course, have already got more than one mantra, I'm sure. But maybe give a little bit more thought. See it more for its worth. Okay, Spirit. Oh, okay. What a message. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Wow. Okay. Interesting, because I got a 3 and an 8. What about the 21? I got 21 and I got 8, but 21 is like 3. But the Tao card that I got before at a Kuan Yin was a 3 and an 8. 38.
Oh, that's funny.
So I love this. Look what we got, guys. We got these 2 cards. So I'm going to hold it like that. These 2 cards are telling us about our balance. Hang on. About our balance, the way we're thinking, feeling, that we've had enough of emotions controlling us and getting the better of us. We want to be more in our own power. What did I say? The peacock magic can help you be in your power. The echidna said that he wants to help you with your emotional body. Don't allow it to take over you. You want to be in balance with your emotions, your thoughts, your mind. And look at that. That's your confidence there. That's your able to communicate your truth have some little bit more self-discipline. We all need a little bit of that sometimes. But that is actually virtually this one. New moon, full moon, the phases of the moon do take us through these steps of our emotions. And we've had enough of a situation. So we've had enough of the emotions controlling us. We want to be in balance. That's great. I love that. That fell out for everybody. How about that? I love that. Now, 21. Well, we are heading for 21st of October next week. So the new moon, the full moon is on the 20th, 21. So there you go. It's going to be in Aries. So there's a lot of great energy for us over the next week. Well, could we ask for any better? Another 8. Another 8 and a gorgeous 10. Well, there you go. This month. This is a 10. Look, this month. This is a beautiful spiritual card, the beautiful angel in the corner as well. It's very similar to the other one. This is a very spiritual card of how we are really moving into a higher dimension within ourselves and what we're calling in for ourselves too. Water, air, fire, and earth elements, but also going way, way past that. So we are definitely going into our compassion for ourselves. And the other one, look at that. Spiritually strengthening. We're strengthening our spirituality. I love that very much. The infinity sign there. That's where we're at. So beautiful numbers. 10, this month. So this is a really big month. A very big month for. It's like you have really an opportunity, everybody. So that was 4 cards. I want to go for one more. If it comes out just one. Oh, no, that's too many. Really have an opportunity to bring yourself into balance, to really see what needs some attention and go with it, and just let go. The echidna said, let go of the past. Hurts. Who hurt you? Why you feel hurt? And you don't have to make a whole big clearing about it. It's just like, whoop, putting your mantra into place, and it will sort it out. It really will sort it out. Spirit, is there one more card for our audience here? Yes, there is. Well, of course, it's the beautiful moon. 18. What did I say? 18. 1 and 8 is 9. So that's Monday. Yeah. Look, again, the moon cycles. And this is a lot about the subconscious mind, our emotions, our intuition. Your intuition can help you make the decisions as well. So it's all this month. It's all happening. And the 10th, it's happened around the 6, 7, 8 was the new moon. And now we're heading for the 2021, which is the full moon, of course. So look, we're getting the moon a lot. Lunar energy is incredible. It really is. We've got 3 here too. You can think about it, the dog, the jackal, and the scorpion. We're heading for, of course, Scorpio will happen at the end of this month. We move into it shortly after the full moon, actually. And the next new moon will be in Scorpio. Bring it forward. But, all those planets will be direct, remember? Wow. That's like 2 cards out of 5 for the new moon and the full moon, letting us know how those phases can help us so much. Oh, see, I'm still on a theme of 3. I'm the last one. Look at that beautiful celebration card. Community, all of us together. We're here to support each other. Yeah, this is our beautiful communication, our base chakra. Passion. There's a passion. Red, red, red. Passion stabilizing. That's gorgeous. And together, we can uplift each other. And of course, at any time we can contact someone that we feel can be uplifting for ourselves. That's an important thing to do. Find those tools, just to look at the beautiful feather is very uplifting, I think. When you look at it, it's really stunning. The bronze, emerald green, and the cobalt blue, gold, of course. That's why I try to wear a little bit those colours and Eileen to forward on that. Really, how about that?
We actually had peacocks at our wedding.
Oh, how
The
beautiful.
place we had our wedding at, there were peacocks wandering around.
Oh, wow. What a gorgeous sign for you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. Oh, well, there you go. You just wanted to fall out. So there you go. Wow, look at that. New beginnings, guys.
New beginnings.
That's it.
It
That's
is
where we're
fun.
at. Standing in our power, strong, and a zero. A zero. So the path is open, endless possibilities. Always believe that. I really love that quote. Today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It can be your mantra because it means that every day you've got a chance to do reset. You don't worry about yesterday, something happened, doesn't matter. Whoop, okay, no, we can improve today. New beginnings. It can be every day. There you go. It's just endless. So thank you so much for those who were able to join us tonight. It's a Thursday. Maybe more people join on a Friday. I'm not so sure, but that's okay.
I think because I had last week off as well, and I've been so busy.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll be up there. We can put it up there. I actually put it into my my Facebook, and then I put it over to Quantum Healing Energies. Nice. So, you know, and it's, of course, it's on Love Angels Light and with you, Eileen, so that people can listen to it anytime they want to in their own time.
That's exactly right.
Not just live, and to share it. And thank you. Right at the very beginning, I remember someone saying they beautifully shared it. Thank you so much.
Yes,
you do.
I do appreciate the shares.
Yeah,
I shared it lots of times.
Thank you, Carl. Nice and nice for you to listen in to us as well. Thank you.
Terenia, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your insight and your everything. Thank you for everything.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night, I believe it's going to be me. My calendar is in one of those boxes just over there. But I'm pretty sure it's me tomorrow night doing some readings. I may bring my drum. I may not. Who knows? It's going to be whatever happens Friday. So have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy Friday. Thank you so much, Terenia. Hopefully we'll be able to have Leon back on again soon.
Yes, I believe he'll be aiming for next Friday, tomorrow week. Perfect. Tomorrow week, if that's okay. We'll sort that out with you. But yes.
Yeah.
That's
going to happen behind the scenes.
Yeah, check your calendar. He will be.
Yeah, I'll check with my people and you check with your people.
Yes, he will be able to be back on board next Friday.
Amazing. Awesome. Good. Well, that will be awesome. All right. So see you guys tomorrow night. Share. Come back and watch the replay because there has been so much throughout tonight that you will get more out of it if you watch it again. I'm just saying. Other than that, have a really good night. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Terenia. It's been amazing as usual, and I will catch up with you offline as well. Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Love and light and compassion.
Bye. And